Hello everyone, this is a vlog on the Grootkop Table Mountain Peak inspired by the book Stillness Speaks. We started our day at 8 a.m. at the Camps Bay Pipe Track. It was predictably going to be a hot day with the winter season in check. From the start, it was already a tough incline up. Our guide Idris was giving us a briefing on how the route we were going to follow on the hike up. We will follow the Castile Sport route and coming down through the pipe track. And our elevation was predictably around 900 meters of an incline up. So tough luck. As I'll paraphrase from the book, it is important to be still and live at the moment. As per example of animals and plants, they don't have an ideology to protect themselves or an image to protect themselves of. They are calm and always in the moment. So as human beings, we should also learn to be in the moment and separate ourselves from what we are perceived to be in existence. And in that moment, we will become our true selves. We finally got to our first breakfast spot, and as you can appreciate, the view of the Atlantic Ocean, gracefully and blue, but it's super chilly, guys, there, not like the Indian Ocean at all. Very cold. Our plan is to go up this ravine to the topmost point there, to the diving board. You can appreciate lion heads, so pointy to the top, and the rocky view of the Table Mountain. There's mixed up vegetation. I wonder how it survives. And this is the ravine we were gonna go up. And up there to the diving board is our first stop. Can appreciate it's getting quite rocky the higher you go, and my only fear here was maybe snakes. I had rumors that there could be snakes, but thank God I didn't meet any of those. Little bridges and boards because the ground is quite watery. Yeah, and this is our map showing us where we're heading to and where we come from. So there are lots of these maps when you're up the Table Mountain so that you can't easily get lost, but still advised for you to go with a guide. And we are following the 12 Apostles route. So everyone who's doing the 13 peak challenge normally uses this route, but we are not doing the challenge, we're just going through the peaks. Yep. Stillness Speaks, A Guide to Spiritual Enlightenment by Eckhart Tolle. That is the book that I'm going to speak of during our meditation journey as we go through the hike. Human beings should just learn to be still and let go and be. We are reminded this by plants, rocks that we come across through the hike. We got to the old cableway station. It was closed down a while back because it was quite windy on the side. So there's a new cableway station, but this is the old one, and it's close to where we're headed to, the diving board. That's the diving board area. I'm running away because it's very windy over there, and oh guys, phobia for heights is a real thing. So there's our final destination. You can see it gleaming in the cloudiness point. That's Grootkop. Grootkop means big head in Afrikaans, and it's one of the taller peaks of the Table Mountain. So it's going to be our final destination during this hiking trip. But first we have a little detour. Think of nature and natural as things that were created, but not with the conceptualized thinking of a human being. They just happen to be. Humans are part of nature too, but we complicate our image and forget to just be and become self-aware of who we are. When you draw attention to what naturally exists in your surroundings during a hike without excessive thinking, but simply through your normal perception, you become aware of the plants and the rocks that are just still. And something about their existence and stillness will also be transmitted to you, and you'll also tend to become still. As you can see, it forms rocky shrines, and that rock there is called Saucy Dog. And the area, there is various mountains connecting to forming the Table Mountain in sight, and you can appreciate how windy it is. So the area we're going to is called Tranquility Cracks. It's supposed to be silent from all this noise created by the wind. Yellow trees.
Emphasis on maze. Yeah.
Being away from human connection and in touch with sounds of nature, vegetation, and existence of mountains, kindly try and create spaces in your mind from deep thinking. In this way, nature will help you become one with it, and you will evolve to a different level of consciousness where you will become still and learn to just be. As a human being, you have to understand that you did not create yourself, and the plants around you were not created by another human being. They were all created by a higher mind that is at work. And for you to understand and be in touch with the higher mind, you have to understand and become aware of the inner energy that is surrounding you. That means you have to be in touch with nature and be in touch with yourself to understand your creator. The place is quite peaceful and silent compared to the rest of the mountaintop area, hence the name Tranquility Crack.
Into the entrance of Tranquility Cracks. Wow, like a pro.
There.
Okay. We can continue.
Are we going in the...
Let's go that way. Let's leave that for another day.
The higher you go, the cooler it becomes, and this is the place where we had our coffee before we depart to go to Grootkop. So we are now on our way to Grootkop, and we've just been told it's not a long way walk, but there's gonna be a steep climb ahead. Hopefully I can hold my camera up still for you guys to appreciate, but there it is, Grootkop in all its glory. Listen to the sounds around you, the strength of the wind blowing the leaves, croaking of frogs, and the squeaking of the insects. Let yourself listen and understand the sacredness that you are in. You're in a holy and a shrine place that surpasses human understanding. Marvel at that. So we finally got to the base of the neck of Grootkop. Come, let's see what's in there. Whoop. Okay, all good. What's a rocky ground without it being a photo shoot area? Such beautiful rock formation. And I do my climb there. Matrix to support the rock. Finally, this was the last stretch up the rock, and it was quite steep, and you can even appreciate one of the Table Mountain, guys. So beautiful in all its glory. And there you can appreciate we still have a bit of a stretch to go, but look at this, guys. There's Constantiaberg, and then Meisenberg, and then there's the Villiers Dam, and there were other two dams over there, Alexandra, I think, and Victoria, I'm not sure. Yes, we finally got to Grootkop. Oh my god, the view perfect, but the wind, oh my god, the wind is so strong over here, it could blow out your lashes and your wigs. So ladies, take care, but yay, finally made it. And we were out of here because the wind, guys, we left. We came across this rock that had the head shape of a human being. You can appreciate the forehead, the nose, the lips. And this is our way down. So with all the draft and the sun, it was time for an orange break. Little water. So on our way down, we had to hurry down because we had been 5 hours in to the hike and it was getting pretty hot over there. Oh guys, it's really scared when you're looking down because it's quite a steep drop. Yeah, but appreciate the beauty of the Table Mountain. It's all quite ravine with a bulge, view of the Atlantic Ocean on the other side to keep your hopes going and for you to appreciate nature. There is also the mountain goats that are here, but unfortunately I didn't come across one. I just saw poops of mountain goats. To note, also make sure you carry lots of water and rehydration powder or tablets because you sweat a lot and you easily get leg cramps. We now agree that we are part of nature as human beings. We are just different part of the manifestations of nature. As much as you need your surrounding needs you. By you recognizing the existence of streams of clear, cool water or yellow flowers, green leaves, brown soil, nature in itself blooms and becomes a teacher to you. Hence, symbiotic existence and greater manifestations of the well-being of nature in itself. Isn't it interesting how other forms of existence do not need to be depressed or burdened by thoughts of problems? They just adapt to circumstances. During winter, nature hibernates, and during spring, they bloom, meaning they learn to live in the here and the now. I wonder how they manage to correlate with sharing Earth with us human beings. Have you ever imagined if it was entirely our responsibility to think about breathing? Well, we are lucky that we do not need to, because if it was entirely in our control, we would forget how to breathe and die. We would even forget to breathe by itself. This air we breathe, we share it with other forms of existence. Hence, you are becoming one with nature when you appreciate your breathing and form an intimate bond when you bring your attention to it. So my dearest friend, you have to learn to detach yourself from a world of thinking and appreciate your breath and consider how it helps you become one with the energy of nature. Thinking is in itself a form of evolution that humans are constantly experiencing. Rock, soil, plants are normally stuck in the simplest form of thought. They portray a form of innocence and stillness which our noisy minds cannot comprehend due to excessive thinking. Nature forms of innocence and stillness is actually a gift to you, but also through you, nature becomes aware of itself and it recognizes its value and it blooms. So we become in touch with nature when we become still, when we take a moment outside of our thoughts and think of nothing but become connected with nature. If you look at the orientation of the trees, they are going towards the direction of the wind. They do not need to fight back and go opposite the direction of the wind. As humans, we tend to fight a lot going against resistance of things that are obvious in nature. Sometimes it's good to just take a rest and let things go as they flow. Thank you for joining in this wonderful hike. We took 6.5 hours going up and down. There were no casualties or any injuries experienced. See you next time. Bye.